Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life, in the crazy life. That is the digital asset space. What's going on, guys? Привет, mom. Kagdala. That is for Ms. Crypto Siege's mother, by the way, just to let you know. What is going on, friends? Samuel and Amadan. Hey, what's going on with you, bro? Good to see you in the stream, my friend. Rick Frashetti's in the building. What's going on, dude? Matt LaRoche is in the building. What's going on, brother? How are you? How are you? You guys like the title of the stream? Just messing around, trying to have a little fun, considering the madness that is crypto Twitter. Jason Geo first, always, brother. 416 Crypto's in the building. Good evening, Crypto Siege. How you doing, Matt? 416 Crypto. XR Free Me is in the building. What's going on, my dude? My friend, how are you? Brian Building. What's going on, Brian Benton? What's going on? What's up? This is a wacky space for sure. Panic and jumping out windows today. What in the world? Ladies and gentlemen, punching out some kilometers on the treadmill. Oh, how about that? Getting it in. Why you listening to the Crypto Siege? I hear that, brother. Why not, right? Billionaire H is in the building. Good evening to you, my friend. Wild E Coyote's in. What's up, man? I hope you guys got a kick out of the title of the stream. I'm a market maker. You're a market maker. We're all freaking market makers, right? I hope you guys can catch that, where I got that from. One of the classic movies of all times. One of the classics. I believe it was Pacino starred in that movie. Classic. Drice is in the building. What's going on, dude? Saw when you said you were in Durham. I worked there. Oh, you work in Durham? Hope it was a little warmer down here for you. Oh, at one time you worked there? You work there now? Yeah. I get down to Durham about I try to get out once a month. Generally, it's once every 2 to 3 months. Brian Benton says, laugh out loud, sees. Absolutely. Midnight here in the UK says, wow, Cody. Good to see you hanging out, Wow, Cody. I might do a late stream tonight. I got to go pick up my daughter from a game, a basketball game. Basketball, football, one of those games. And I might do a stream after I pick her up. I don't know. Or I might be able to get Ms. Crypto Siege to go pick her up. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. How is everyone doing, guys? Crypto Twitter is going is out of control. It is out of control. It is absolutely out of control, is it not? It is out of control. CIUE3SS. What's going on, friend? How you doing? How you doing tonight, man? That would be Bitcoin, XRP, and VeChain. And a little bit of EOS. Good to see you guys in the stream, man. Crypto Twitter's going crazy about this IPO. I don't understand it. I really don't quite understand it. Drice is in the building. Why is it 22 cents? There's a reason for that. It's gotta be. How could you have XRP mentioned in the Davos documents about the only instrument currently in place for settlement for CBDCs, and nothing happened with the price? In fact, I think it even went down, right, from 23 to 24 cents, right? It's got to make you think. Gotta make you think. Oh, I hear that, bro. I hear that, CUs. I hear that. Big fan of VeChain, brother. I'm a big fan of VeChain. Those people who tune into this channel know. Big fan of VeChain. A shout out to Spanish Fly and other people that helped me figure out how to get get that sync wallet in with my Ledger Nano S's that I have. So that was great. Brian Benton says manipulation, right? Something's going on there. 27 people in the stream and 7 likes, guys. If you haven't had a chance to smash that like, please just collapse the chat. Go smash the like and then come back and hang out. I'm a market maker. You're a market maker. We're all market makers, right? I love it. So yeah, I snatched some stuff off of Twitter. It was some tough threading, right? So trying to find the positive stuff. But I did get some stuff. We're going to go over some of that stuff. Jag 17's in the building. Good to be here, C's. Good to see you here, my friend. John Underscore C is in the building. What's going on? Hey, C's, why is everyone freaking out about possible Ripple IPO? I think this is a good direction. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but not too much. I mean, hopefully not too much, because if you've never been in that space, in that arena, it's hard to understand it. Who knows about IPO, right? If you haven't been there to understand it, how do you know? If you haven't been around it, if you haven't been in the same building, if you haven't been in that same space, how would you know how it operates, whether it's good or not for us? Whether it's good for us or not, how would we know? That's why, for me, I rely on people like Cryptopolis, who's familiar with that, and Susie from Esoteric Trade Solutions, who's very, very familiar with it. They both leaned on the very, very positive news and the very, very positive outlook for us as XRP hodlers. I leaned on Susie at first, and I guess was it this morning? It was this morning from Cryptopolis. Absolutely, Brian Bitton. D Bo is in the building. People are acting like they now announced it already, right? They just said it's a possibility in the near future, right? And it's the normal direction. Smashing the like now, sir, says Samuel N. Almadon. I appreciate that, my friend, and I appreciate you being here. Infinite info. Wow, how about that? Infinite info. I appreciate you being here, my friend, because I have a Nano X, but I cannot use Sync because of my Mac, and I don't know who to contact. I thought they had the download version to Mac computers. Are you certain about that info, infinite info? Because I could have sworn I saw the Mac as one of the options to download. Pretty certain I did. Hopefully someone in the stream here has the link for that. I don't have it up anymore. Cinetic is in the building. How are you? I'm here with whiskey. Oh, wow. Really? Man. I might have to go snatch me, get the Miss Crypto Siege to hook me up a cocktail real quick. Got some whiskey. Fountain E. Griffiths Jr. is in the building. What's going on, my dude? Good to see you in the stream, man. Yo, Fountain, you're a freaking market. I'm a market maker, my dude. You're a market maker. We're all market makers. How about that? How about that? Have you thought about that? Have you guys thought about that role, the possibility? Have you thought about the possibility of you being a market maker? Was it Miguel Villas who said that? I believe it was Miguel Villas. Was it Dale Rao? Was it Marcus Fisher? One of those dudes said the possibility of being a market maker. Right? I believe it was Miguel Villas. I know Kimes quotes the dude all the time, but I can't remember which one it was. Just think about that. But I'm going to go over I'm going to find one thing on Twitter, and I would love for you guys to kind of tell me what you think about this quote. I find this quote from David Schwartz to be fascinating, considering the time and moment, considering the times we are in now. I'm going to let you guys read this as well. We can go through this together. Marwan Abu Shaba, what in the world? From Egypt. What's going on, brother? How are you? Man, I appreciate you being in the stream. Speaking of Egypt, didn't MoneyGram just partner with a bank in a strategic partnership with a bank in Egypt? Was it not called, I believe it was called Suez Canal Bank. Is that right, Marwan? I appreciate you being here, my friend. Is this your first time tuning into the channel, Marwan? Guys, we got a dude from Egypt in the channel. How about that? Would you guys do me a favor and welcome Marwan to the channel? I would appreciate that. All the way from Egypt. It sounds good. I like it, Bob. That's right, sir. That's right. I'm a market maker. You're a market maker. We're all market makers. Who knows the movie from whence I am trying to do a little bit of satirical humor? Who knows that movie? I believe Al Pacino starred in that movie. Who knows that movie? That's right. Thank you, is that C1U13S? You're right. Thank you for pointing that out. That is very true. You can go to VChain official channel on Telegram and get that link and stuff. Because I believe that I did see, Windows and Mac, and it was another one. I guess that's Linux. Yes, it is CIB. CIB. Suez. I just pulled that up on MoneyGram. I believe it's Suez Canal Bank, Marwan. You said it's not a famous bank in Egypt? Well, I don't know about a famous bank, but according to the article, Muhammad Emira, it was, well, here's the thing. Egypt, so you're probably right about that, but Egypt was fifth in the world in terms of, I think, receiving remittances. I think they were fifth in the world in terms of receiving. But this particular bank did have a network of 47 other banks that MoneyGram now has access to. I believe that to be correct as well, Muhammad Amira. And it's good to see you in the stream, my friend. The Crypto Caveman is in the building. What's going on with you, my friend? Shavo Mofo is in the building, guys. How about that? Guys, 59 people on the stream, 25 likes. If you didn't get a chance to smash the like on the way in, just collapse the chat real quick. And then smash the like button, come hang out. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to the channel, you can do that if you're liking the content. Small bank, but has a lot of market reach. Exactly, Synetic. Exactly. Mohammed says he knows, but Suez is not a big bank. Correct. Yep, there you go. Yep. And I just think it's for MoneyGram and where they are, it's a good fit. It's a good strategic move because it does give them access to the network, right? Just like RippleNet had to start slow, right, with the smaller stuff, whether it be banks or FIs. You got to start slow. You got to see how your thing's working, right? You got to build some synergy, right, and see how that goes. And you want to test the waters with something small. And so it's a smart move. But shout out to those of you who are tuning in from Egypt. That is very, very cool. Very, very cool to see that. Yeah, I don't know, John. That China thing's a little scary. Yep. Okay. Yep. I sing all day on my Mac. There you go. Thumbs up, smash, says there and there. H, I appreciate that. Sammy the Builds is in the building. I'm a shaker and a I tell you what. Who's gonna guess the movie from which I'm using a little satirical, a little satire humor today? Let's put the thumb on ice, people. I appreciate that there in there. So, guys, help me out with this. Did I miss Saban Thao coming in the building? I didn't see Frog in the Wells here. What's going on, Frog in the Well? Good to see you, my friend. This Saban Thao is the coronavirus. Is the black swan? I don't know much about it. I just know that it's not. It's in certain parts of China, whatever that part of China is. It's out. The outbreak is. It's not looking good. Oh, I'm a melting eagle in Alaska. Just kidding. In Philly, watch you all the time. Siege, thank you for the content. Thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Let's check out this this little quote from David Schwartz. Let me see if I can find it in the Twitter land and share it with you guys. Hold on a second. Interesting article. Smart people. I thought that was a pretty cool one too. Let me do this. The bearable bull. All right, let's see. There's Bread again. There's BRD. Wow, doing this thing. Is this the one? No. This dude has been doing some good stuff though. Wrath Economy. Don't worry, I'll change this. I'll change the thing, the view for you in a second. Okay, there it is, right there. And let me change the view. Share this with my friends. I had a chance to talk with a certified financial planner today. Shout out to Robert Westberg out in California, has agreed to come hang out on the channel on one of our Wealth Wednesdays. Really excited about having this guy on. So here's the thing. Let me make sure you guys see it. That I'm, just kind of curious what your guys' take is on this. which is part of the reason why I titled the stream the way that I did. Guys, 70 people on the stream, 33 likes. If you haven't had a chance yet to smash a like, just collapse the chat. If you join the stream, if you enjoy hanging out in the chat, smash a like. It helps with the channel. I would definitely appreciate that. Helps with the YouTube algorithm without question. All right, let's make sure this article is up. The article came up. All right, where am I? All right. So here it is, guys. Here it is. Love to hear what you guys think about this. And again, if XRP is successful for any reason, Ripple could make a lot of money for its stockholders by selling its XRP. The same is true of every other XRP holder. That's just a fact. I'm not saying that will happen, but it could happen. Ripple has already handed over XRP to someone else, guaranteed. This is unofficial confirmation. That scenario is likely. This Baba Cugs dude he's been coming up with some interesting stuff, sounding very confident in the way he's putting it out too as well. Let me read it again. If XRP is successful for any reason, Ripple could make a lot of money for stockholders by selling its XRP. How is Ripple making money for its stockholders by selling its own XRP? I'm curious. The same is true for every other XRP hodler. That's just a fact. I'm not saying that will happen, but it could happen. I find that tweet to be interesting. What do you guys think? What is behind that tweet? What's the message? Like, what is the message? What is that about? When I was driving home, by the way, guys, didn't get back to the house and able to do the stream until right after 6 o'clock. Then I got on the call with the guy, with the financial planner in California for about 15, 20 minutes. But what is the message behind that? Why is that being? I'm wondering why. I've seen that like 2 or 3 times now on Twitter. What's that message behind that? And what's your opinion? Without question, the escrow. I just think without question, 90 to 95% of that escrow has already been accounted for. It's already accounted for. Jared XRP is in the building. Good to see you, my friend. Davos was just a finale. I agree. Yes, correct. I would imagine the series, the series investors, right? The early investors, the series A, B, whatever, those A, B, and C investors, whatever. I would believe those to be the stockholders. So if Ripple, so let's see, XRP goes to $500. Ripple could make a lot of money for their stockholders by selling the amount of XRP that Ripple has for its stockholders. So you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to understand that. Hello, fellow market makers. GeoXRP, what's good, my dude? How you doing, man? Appreciate you being here tonight, my friend. Isn't that an interest? Don't you find that to be interesting? And I'm gonna play a little piece from Mickey B. Fresh as well. It's about 10 minutes though, so I'm gonna have to put my stand up and put my phone in my stand so you can guys from hear it. Now, my original thought on this was since we hold XRP, we're able to do something that Ripple is able to do because we have the XRP. Does that not speak to are they saying, is he talking about the whole asset swap scenario? Like, let me read it again. If XRP is successful for any reason, so we get that part, 500 per XRP, 1,000 per XRP, whatever. Ripple could make a lot of money for its stockholders by selling its XRPs. So please, guys, all you smart people on the stream, how is Ripple making money for its stockholders by selling its XRP? That's the question. I'm going to make that the $50 million, the $50 trillion question. How is Ripple making money for its stockholders by its selling its XRP? Yeah, but Frog in the Well, he says Ripple can make a lot of money for its stockholders by taking a certain action, not by owning XRP, by selling the XRP. So because they sell it, Ripple now has they have this money on the books, and that's how. Okay, I see what you're saying, because that would increase the overall valuation of the company. Okay, so I got it. I got it. Frog in the Well, I appreciate that. Frog in the Well says because Ripple owns some XRP on top of their billion-dollar valuation. But that comment, Frog in the Well, and that's a good point. That comment was made ways before the valuation, especially the $10 billion valuation. That comment was made a long, long time ago. I'm wondering, okay, so I got that part. Why is he throwing in the XRP hodlers? Let me read it again. Let me get some people's things here on that particular thing. Can someone help me? If not working, I want to show your screenshot. It says that can't be open because Apple cannot check it from another software. It said it needs to be updated. Oh, yeah, you might have some issues. I hope that you have some type of malware protection, Infinite Info. I hope you have some type of malware protection. You're going to have to probably check because it sounds like to me that you got a virus or something on your computer, my friend. Oh, my God, this thing stream just jumped and jumped. Brian Benton says Ripple is not selling XRP, actually. Jared XRP says, Siege, check your previous stream. Shane Ellis predicted the Ripple IPO. Check my previous stream and purchasing either Western Union or MoneyGram. Oh, check my, okay. Dano says lower supply. Dano, that's what Susie from Esoteric Trading Solutions was saying in the asset swap. She pointed to the fact and the value of doing the asset swap, which is not a stock buyback. It's not the same thing. There's no stock. There's not a they never issued a stock. So Ripple would not be buying stock by doing an asset swap. I believe that to be two different things. If someone who is in that space is more familiar with that can correct me, love to hear it. But I don't think that's the same thing, a buyback and an asset swap. Passionate Rick says cash on the balance sheet. Okay, great. Thank you. I like that. Thank you. No, I don't think they have all 50 billion either, Sammy the Bulls, but I think there's a possibility that they're going to have enough to help the central banks, but that's still yet to be told. That's merely speculation. Okay, XR Free Me says with selling XRP at 500 to 1,000, then gain capital. Okay, same thing as cash on the balance sheets. Gotcha. Frog in the Well says Ripple will be worth trillions thereafter. David knew that a long time ago. Okay, got it. Now that's just the first part of that statement. I'm going to read you the other one again. Yeah, okay, I got you, Jack 17. No, I did not see that. I watched the stream this morning. Did he say that this morning? Frog in the Well says, Siege, did you see that Cryptopolis doesn't believe in a swap? No. I watched the stream. I did not hear him say that. Gotcha. Yep. XRP has shown that it doesn't care about news, only about Carrie Doll's in the building. How are you, miss? All right, so Western Union stock is going over 28% over the last 6 months. Huh? Really? That's interesting. So he said that. Okay, so he didn't believe in the asset swap. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I mean, he's entitled, right? He's entitled to his own belief. I do see it from Susie's standpoint. I can see the good in it if it's done the right way. And I understand her points. To me, they make sense. And I personally, I do see value in the asset swap. Number one, she believes that Ripple would be able to do whatever they want with that XRP, which is they could burn it, they could do anything, they could do. She said, companies do that all the time, not buybacks, but asset swaps. But again, that's just from her, her perspective. Uh, but he was in agreement. He said the same thing that Susie said about this would the market would love it. This would be huge. It would be major publicity. This big out there in the news. It would be huge for Ripple, a company which will eventually will spill over into XRP. And she said the same thing. She had a lot of great points behind to what she said. So maybe I'm reading too much into this other part. Let me read the other part. Yeah, tell me about that, Darcy B. Hope my nano doesn't get it either. Good to see you in the stream, miss. So the same is true of every other XRP hodler. Ripple is successful for XRP is successful. Ripple could make a lot of money for a stockholder, sir. I'm guessing he's not saying that we can make a lot of money for. He's saying we can make a lot of money. We already know that, but isn't that obvious though? Isn't it obvious if XRP is successful, then we as holders are going to make a lot of money? That's very obvious. I don't think that's what he's saying there. I really don't think that's what he's saying there. Because we all know that if XRP goes up in value, we can make a lot of money. So why would he throw that in the same paragraph in relation to stockholders and Ripple, the company? That's where I'm kind of, fighting, trying to understand that, right? We all know that if XRP goes in value, the hodlers are going to make money. Staff Sergeant of the Marines is in the building. Breaking news. We won. That's exactly right, bro. Hey, Staff Sergeant of the Marines, man, I'm a market maker. You're a market maker. We're all market makers, my friend. Can they burn? Susie says yes, they can. GeoXRP, she said they can burn all XRP. And she used an example of in her scenario of 25 billion XRP no longer on the market. Supply and demand, which would raise the value of XRP. She used that as an example. She said XRP, there's already futures makes XRP securities. XRP futures are securities, is what she said. But she said in order to do an asset swap, it doesn't have to be a security necessarily. That the bank, the investment firm bank, they can make that asset swap any way that they want to. And again, she's done these asset swaps in her past life. She's done them. Yep, that's correct, Marwan. She did say that as well. Yep. IPO doesn't make it as XRP or security. That's the real question. Yeah, so why throw in the other part of that? Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. I found it fascinating as I was driving and not driving, but I was on the passenger side going over some Twitter stuff. And that thing came up like 3 or 4 times, that particular tweet with David Schwartz. I just found it like, why did he throw that in there? And XRP hodlers could do the same thing? I don't know. Glass Farting Castle's in the building. How are you, my friend? Carrie Doll. Don't believe the hype. D. Daniels, Nate B. What is going on, my friends? Good to see you. Spanish Flies in the building. Good to see you in the stream, my friend. What's good, miss? All right, so there we are there. I just thought that was interesting to throw in there. You know, I messaged Susie. Absolutely, I believe 100%. More popularity, more widespread attention to its digital asset. But we don't know. I'm going to let you listen to something from Mickey B. Fresh that you guys are going to find really, really interesting. Nate B has a good point. Once IOP is deemed a public good like HTTP, they have to IPO because they won't have XRP to sell for operations. The IOP will run without Ripple, and it will be the selling of stocks to fund the operation. And this is what I'm saying as well, is we don't know what has taken place with the IOP, with other than it's been gifted to the W3C. We don't know what's already been determined for the IOP. We don't know what's already been determined for the XRP, our ledger. And we don't know, other than for cross-border payments, what's already been determined for XRP. We don't know. Don't you find it interesting? Here's another thing I wanted to ask you guys. Let me change this. Change this view. Anyone find it curiously odd and or interesting at the timing of people leaving Ripple? Don't you find it interesting that, kind of the timing of people leaving Ripple? Do you think perhaps that might speak to the fact that their work is done? The early people, like Ryan Sagone, is out. Isn't that interesting? Dilip Rao out, gone, right? I find it kind of interesting. Perhaps, maybe that speaks to the fact that this thing didn't change. Why not? That speaks to maybe that speaks to them being done. That the not the Ripple the company growing, but that that phase in Ripple the company's life is kind of done. Maybe, you understand? Maybe they already know what role the IOP will play. It's already been determined. Maybe that's done. Maybe the role that the XRPL is going to play in this new financial system, that work's already done. And maybe XRP and the role it's going to play, right? Maybe they've crossed the chasm and they understand that the network is going to grow. It can kind of grow on its own. Maybe the vast majority of that work has already been done, and that's why their guys are leaving. Those people are leaving. I mean, I don't know. Guys, 110 people in the stream and 61 likes. Do me a favor if you haven't already on the way in. Just collapse the chat real quick. Go smash the like. It helps with the algorithm on YouTube. And we also, by the way, shout out to TJ Jackson. We want to continue our streak of consecutive streams with just as many likes as we have viewers. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Maybe it just kind of, why is Ryan Zagone leaving? It just seems a little, the timing of it seems a little curious to me. Perhaps that work is done. That phase of Ripple is done. Maybe, they're on to a new thing as a public company now and going in some other directions. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe the work of the ILP has been determined. Where it's going to play its role in this new financial system has been done. It's done. They determined what it's going to do. And the same thing with the XRPL and the same thing with XRP. Maybe that part of Ripple's journey is complete. That part, that phase of Ripple's journey is complete. I'm buffering? Hate the buffering. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me see what Matt LaRoche says. Matt LaRoche says the strategists are still there. Ryan was all about government regs. Interesting point. Ryan was all about government regs, yet he's up and out there. He's packed his bag. He's on to another thing. He's on to another thing. Like perhaps the work that he was brought into Ripple to get done is complete. They have other things that to agree now. They have other doing that to a degree now, and as well as having an office in Washington and that lobby group too. So natural reshaping. Yep, absolutely. All good seas. Oh yeah, absolutely, guys. Martin Castle. Life is good, bro. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, Brian Benton. That is correct. That is a normal thing. 1.5 to 2.5 years. Absolutely. And maybe that's perhaps how long it takes to kind of get a thing done. And I get that, in a normal tech company, it's about, about that. I get that. Absolutely. I do get that without question. XR Free Me says, I agree. The architecture slant design portion is complete. Several Ripplers moved to other parts of financial markets to assist with ushering in the RippleNet. Gotcha. Spanish Fly says, no, you're not. See crypto sees no buffering. Thank you, Spanish Fly. I appreciate that, miss. Josh JT says, Ripple IPO equals dollar, 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 y'all. I agree, Josh JT. He says, all the nuggets I can give you, my friend. Darcy B says, you're all good, no buffering. Thank you, Darcy B, XRP. I appreciate that. GeoXRP says they put together a massive turnkey company. What a great phrase, my friend. Turnkey company. In other words, it's a thing that can kind of, they got right. They put this thing together. Here's A, there's B, there's C, there's D, there's E. They've got A to Z, and now they got this thing, and they can just give this A to Z playbook or handbook to right. Here's A to Z. Here you go. Here's A to Z. Here you go. Here's A to Z. Here you go. Turnkey company. I love that phrase, GeoXRP. And now they're ready to reap the rewards. I hear that, bro. I like that. I like that. Turnkey company. I like that, GeoXRP. Sammy the Bulls, that is correct. If XRP is to become a world currency, Ripple will have to separate itself from XRP. Great point. Certainly will. And that's what it looks like. Part of the reasons that they're doing the IPO, in my opinion. A night drive? Would you guys like a night drive? I mean, you can see that with bright lights. Are you sure about that, Shiloh Mofo? Staff Sergeant Marine says Siege is preaching gospel tonight. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. You know the red, the red horse in the red horse in the Bible. How about that? I appreciate that, Staff Sergeant of the Marines. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, exactly, Matt LaRoche. I love it, right? Matt LaRoche says if they were still having to do every single nuance for the business to work, then they haven't done their job. Hashtag turnkey company. I like that a lot. Well said. I agree. Shout out to GeoXRP. Well said. All right, let me see what else I got going on Twitter thing. He says, Shad Mofo says, just kidding, brother. Enjoy the drive. Absolutely, bro. Let's see. Let me see what else is going on in Twitter thing. I'm gonna share with you guys. I just found that to be just pretty interesting. What else did I want to cover? This is a great point. It's really a nice words of wisdom here. If you are upset by a 3-cent drop during the beginning of this XRP bull run, just wait until it drops from $13 to $5 and then from $50 to $30 before moving to $100 this year. That's Crypto Bull. Crypto Bull said that. Let me share this one with you guys. Then I'm going to do a shout out to my dude XRP Darren. But let me share this with you first. Share this with you guys first. Make sure y'all can see that. Jared XRP says that cake's been baked, Siege. 1000%, dude. You're right. I mean, you know, I just know I hold the greatest digital asset in the world, and I'm sure you do, my friend, as well. IPO or not, don't matter none to me, unless they're going to offer me some of them shares as an XRP hodler. Now, I would be happy to give a little something at 19 cents, at 20 cents, at 22 cents, some of that. But let me share this with you guys. This is from Wrath the Conman. He's been putting out some very, very interesting tweets. Am I following him? Yep. 3 not quite related facts. Bahrain to pilot a CBC toolkit the WEF developed. Toolkit lists XRP as an example of an asset for intra-bank payments and settlements, amongst others. Bahrain's Big Pay Co. SADAD adopted XRapid. Interestingly enough, worth watching. This is from IranianBusiness.com banking. Crypto assets designed for inter or intrabank payments and settlements. Examples: JPM Coin, Ripple's, XRP. Collaboratively developed DLT-driven interbank payments. Isn't that interesting? So what is up with this news here, guys? Shout out to XRP Darren. I am a proud Patreon on XRP Darren. It's proud to say that. The Japanese megabanks joins the United States real-time payments initiative. Both Ripple enabled. Laugh out loud. The signs are on the wall. People, we're close. Isn't that interesting? Shout out to King Solomon for sharing this. MUFG Union Bank RippleNet joins RippleNet, the clearinghouse. TCH RTP networks for real-time payments. Unreal how much news is happening. So, MUFG Union Bank. MUFG Union Bank taps RTP network for real-time payments. Why, I wonder, when Japan can do its own thing? Why would they be tapping into something in the good old US of A? It's got to make you wonder. It's got to make you think, how come? Why for? Right? MUFG Union Bank NA today announced that receipt of real-time payments is available for its corporate, retail, and small business clients via the RTP network, operated by the clearinghouse. The RTP network provides instantaneous receipts of payments, which increases payment certainty and funds availability, with funds immediately available for use. Real-time payments enable the MUFG Union Bank clients to improve cash flow, improve cash flow, manage working capital, ding, 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 and streamline processes. Real-time payments offers our clients the payment processing speed to meet the business needs in a rapidly changing digital commerce environment, said Rajana Clark, head of Global Transaction Banking and Transaction Banking Americas, and Bay Area president. MUFG Union Bank is committed to supporting the movement toward real-time payments in the United States. Why is MUFG Union Bank committed to supporting the movement toward real-time payments in the United States? Why is that? Can someone tell me why that is? I'm just curious. The advent of new cross-border payments. MUFG, underwritten by MUFG. What's going on there? Why don't I have both of those up? MUFG Bank, Banco Santander signed memorandum of understanding. Banco Bradesco signed a memorandum of understanding to develop a new cross-border payment service. Isn't that interesting? MUFG Bank and its wholly owned subsidiary, Banco MUFG Brazil, today announced the signing of a memorandum of understanding with Banco Bradesco SA to collaborate on a new cross-border payment services. Okay, gotcha. Through this MOU, MUFG Bank has decided to start a collaborative development for cross-border payments between Japan and Brazil, utilizing Ripple's cutting-edge technology. I got it. I understand. Don't you think that's interesting? Hooking up with the Real-Time Payments Initiative. I find that to be very interesting. Shout out to, again, the freaking XRP Darren. That dude is the truth. Anybody got an idea why they will be collaborating and joining in the Real-Time Payments Initiative? Ken Melendez says the Ripple XRP ecosystem has been rapidly expanding despite low market prices. The ecosystem is growing despite the low prices in the space. Discover the latest news and development in this edition of Ripple Pulse. This guy's got a blog on Coil. I have not checked out this blog yet, but I do want to share the Hodar blog with you guys. If I kept it up, did I keep it up? Yeah, I did. I'm gonna read that to you guys. So, guys, do you think that's it? Do you find that news to be fascinating that a couple of banks are joining in the Real-Time Payments Initiative in the U.S. of A? Anybody else find that to be interesting? Deep Mind Labs in the building. What's going on, Deep Mind? How are you, my friend? Good to see you in the stream. What's up, C's and the good XRP people just came in to smash the like button, just lurking for for a few short minutes or short few minutes, however you want to read that. Appreciate you hanging out, my friend. It's good to chat with you via text this morning, my brother. Anybody find that interesting that they're doing that? Leo Brazil, how about that, man? Leo, good to see you in the stream, Leo Brazil Crypto. Leo Brazil Crypto says Bradesco is huge down here in Brazil. Didn't I just see a little slide or something about, and some new news about ODL into Europe? The XRP community, in fact, is a worldwide organization. You are absolutely right about that. Matt LaRose says, yep, love it. Isn't that interesting? They're joining Japan, who can do their own thing, is joining in the Real-Time Payments Initiative in the good old US of A. I wonder why that is. That's right. That's that new corridor, the USD to Euro corridor. Massive ODL corridor. right? That's an ODL corridor, right? Absolutely. EU to USA corridor incoming, apparently. Yeah, exactly right, Mount Roach. It's huge. I find that fascinating. Japan's getting involved in the good old USFA's real time payment initiative. Japan, I just find that to be Japan and Brazil. I just find that to be pretty interesting. When we all know Japan can do its own thing, I find it to be very interesting. To me, it sounds like more like interoperability is the focus, is the end game. Feels like to me that that is the end game. Yep, absolutely. Gonna need some liquidity for that, I guess. Absolutely, Mallet Roach. And it's coming. Darcy B. XRP says, I don't know why people are worried. This is already signed, sealed, and done. That's why I love the women in crypto. They're so smart. Shout out to Darcy B. XRP, Spanish Fly, and Jackie 33. Like, they get it. They, they just get it. You are so right. It is a done deal. Yeah, absolutely, Matt LaRoche. Japan and Brazil have a massive history. Post World War II, a lot of Japanese in Brazil, apparently. Yes, there is. That is exactly correct. I love it. Thank you, Spanish Fly. Please hit the like button and heart it up if you want, and subscribe to the channel. By Zers is in the building. Appreciate you being here. Passionate Rick says Yoshitaka. About that. Yoshitaka, who we all know is the truth. Who we all know who has a bigger vision than this dude. You want to talk about interoperability, right? You want to talk about a dude who understands the definition of vision is seeing it before the masses see it. That's Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao. You're right on 100% passionate, right? Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao. You know what I mean? I think that's interesting. Well, let me go on to some other news. Is that dude in here? Okay. Oh, gotcha. He's the kingpin, Brian Benton. Exactly. Brian Benton. Exactly. He's Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao is in fact the kingpin. He right. He's sitting at the table with Russia. He's sitting at the table with the U.S. He's sitting. He is the kingpin without question. I'm telling you, my friend. Matt LaRose says, damn, I'm sweating out in this song. Take my Siege content everywhere. I hear you, bro. I hear you, Matt. Heating up like Ripple News. I'm telling you, man. Yoshitaka Kapow says 416 crypto. I'm telling you. Uh-oh. What? Darcy? Oh, my bad. I thought you were a woman, Darcy. I apologize, bro. I appreciate you being on the stream. Well, you're still very, very smart, friend. Smart, my friend. You're still very, very, very smart. And I apologize for that. I thought you were Mrs. Darcy said, I am not a woman. I am a dude, my dude. I am a dude, my dude. Let me go check what's going on in Twitter. Hold on a second. Did I just get two people mistakenly wrong? Oh, okay. Darcy says I get called a bro a lot. Okay. So I did get Spanish fly right. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Let me see what else is going on here. I don't know. I mean, it makes XRP chat is XRP chat. I don't know about. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't want to share that. That's the XRP chat. I don't know. XRP Carolina. How about that? What's going on, XRP Carolina? XRP records 320% growth in active addresses over the week. 322% growth in active addresses over the week. Wonder why that is. I'm going to share something. I appreciate that, Darcy, my dude. I appreciate that. I'm going to share something from Mickey B XRP to close out the stream. I just think it's just a good listen to. You know, we all know about Mickey B. We all know, right? He needs no introduction, right? Just something, I don't know, just in case some of you guys didn't get a chance, you may not be a part of the Telegram chat. Just a little something. Let's see. Check this out, guys. Let me change this view. Not that it matters. No stopping XRP, says Wham Leather. That's without question. IPO or not IPO, PPO, what does it matter? XRP is the champ. And in the end, my dude, that is all that matters. Let me change this view. Let me see if I can start this from the beginning, first of all. Can I? Yeah. All right, here we go.
Yeah, this is crazy to hear that there's FUD going around. And somebody do me a favor and post, maybe it's you, Richie, XRP Rich. Somebody post, like, what is the FUD going around that's like on Twitter coming from like Sam I Am or other people that maybe I'm blocked from on Twitter. If somebody, people could post screenshots of like what they consider the most FUD going around, I'm just curious. I've been at work all day and haven't had a chance to check anything, but I think this is the most bullish time ever. I forgot to mention before, 0 XRP was sold in Q4. So, I mean, this is now
0 XRP sold in Q4. Did we know that? I don't think I knew that. 0 XRP sold in Q4.
Inflationary asset, Bitcoin, Ethereum. They're mining them, dumping them on the market constantly. Now we're at the point where Ripple doesn't need to sell XRP. I mean, come on, we're just about there. Davos document basically says the only live product right now to settle CBDCs is XRP. The guy Benoit Corai, how do you say his name? He was the one who was anti-crypto, anti-CBDCs. Now he's saying the number one priority is cross-border settlements for the CBDCs, which are the second priority, which I keep saying they keep on talking about, but the focus is the settlements. They're just not publicly bringing that out. You know, they're saying all the CBDCs because the settlement is already taken care of. And now in the Davos doc, there also is parts I didn't send screenshots of that were highlighted. I didn't because I just found it afterwards that show the tests of Project, what is the one between the Project Stella, between European Central Bank, Japanese Central Bank, Singapore, and Canada. They all tested ILP a second time after the Bank of England proof of concept. So they showed that they could settle between different central banks using ILP protocol. Now,
a second time. They tested it a second time to show that they could do this amongst the central banks. There's interoperability with cross-border payments amongst the central banks. They tested it for a second time. And I love what he says there. He says the reason why they're talking about the CBDC part is because they already figured out the cross-border part. They've already got it figured out. They already have it figured out. They know that they can do it. They have the mechanism in which to make it happen.
Talking about interoperability in there. And now there's only one interoperability protocol that's looking to be standardized that has been tested numerous times by multiple of these central bank digital currency proof of concepts. Two that were named, and then other ones like Jasper and Ubin, they used ILP with the time hash lock. They tested how to do like some type of atomic swaps without any type of bridge asset, and it's near impossible. It can be done for like securities, a CBDC, a delivery versus payment. Then you'll see CBDCs used, and maybe not XRP for domestic. But for cross-border, you need a settlement asset. And at Davos, Ripple went out there publicly and then said, we are thinking about IPOing in the future. It's a natural progression. We're not going to be the first. We're not going to be the last. I mean, how much more do they have to tell you? Like, everyone overreacting to the IPO. We don't even know any details. There's no date set. Relax over that. It's going to be beneficial for us regardless because it's another investment into the ecosystem that we're already invested in. So
Just wanted to do a little thing there with him. Auto strong, stay focused. Absolutely, D Mine. Got to run, Siege. Keep up the great work, brother. Peace out, family. Huddle strong, stay focused. Absolutely. Have a great night, Deep Mind. We'll catch up again offline, brother. Guys, so there it is, really, in a nutshell. And again, I'm a market maker. You're a market maker. We're all market makers, right? That is the position that we have an opportunity to hold as the DeFi space continues to grow and expand. And while, quite honestly, the market is the way that it is, I told you guys on the stream last night, I believe, I had done, got on a couple exchanges that I usually operate on, put my sell orders in, then realized, checking out some stuff somewhere else, realized I had some XRP that I didn't even know about. I didn't even know about it. What you want to talk about is, birthday, early birthday. What? Didn't even know about. Significant amount. Didn't even know. I'm calculating my percent. So Mrs. Crypto C, so how many we got again? Okay, this is how much we got. Okay, so what percentage are we going to take at this price and this one? This is what we're going to do. Based on what I thought we had. And we have some more. We have more than what I thought. Isn't that interesting? Brian Benton said he said it another investment into us, our investment relax plan. Auto. Yep. Mark Callie said, I just picked up another $200 worth of XRP because a few months ago, a woman said cash is very dirty here. There's a lot of germs. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Thanks for sharing that, Mark Callie. 322% increase in active wallets in the last week alone. There isn't one. I mean, it's listen. Frog in the Well so what are the arguments of the IPO frusters? I don't even know. Again, I didn't get on Twitter other than to snatch stuff up real quick. But shafting the XRP hodlers, making the early investment people rich, while XRP price stays where it is. Yeah, I don't know. I did not watch Sam I Am's. If he did a video or he tweeted it, I didn't watch it or read it. But apparently Sam I Am's not too excited about it. Apparently. Now someone else said that he was actually making fun, and he was more not as upset about it as other people were making it out to be. Yeah. M. Evans says, oh my God, that sounds like my man Crush telling it like it is. Mickey B, you are awesome and otherworldly. Thanks so much for sharing your knowledge on this space. XRP strong, baby. Without question. Brian Benton said, that's true. Cash is filthy. LOL. Frog and Wells, thanks, CJ. You're welcome, my friend. Yeah, perfect, stable, Sharpie genius. Mitch Ray was saying all that. Yeah, of course they're going to start it. They don't understand. And again, there's so many things that we don't even know yet. What about this? And Mickey B. Fresh said this as well. What about the fact that it's the IPO STO? It can be done on Sologenic, and then we can participate it without having to be an XRP hodler. What about that STO possibility? Possibly even on the platform Sologenic. What about that possibility? So to think that the XRP hodler is in some way going to be harmed by an IPO of a software company, then it's not understanding. It's just not understanding. In my humble opinion, it's just not understanding. XRP Harlem is in the building. Says, I am investing in ETH. Well, good for you, my friend. I appreciate that. Frog and Well says, in my opinion, after IPO, they were an acquire company. Yep, absolutely. That's a good possibility. And we shall soon see. But in the end, we are blessed to be early adopters in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. We are early adopters. And guys, never ever forget this. You, my friends, are playing a game and winning in a game that the masses don't even know is being played. And that is you're in a rarefied air, my friends. You're playing a game that the masses don't even know is being played, and you're winning. And you're winning because you hold the greatest digital asset ever created. And the masses don't even know what it is. Wow. How cool is that? All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this one because I'm going to try and get on here again later on this evening. So I'm going to wrap this video up like I do all my videos and remind you of this. That is, old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya.